So the multiverse is now here in the MCU. And that's going to give us a ton of new worlds to explore and discover in What If. And the first one up, well, what if Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers? What if she became Captain Carter? In a day, well, we got a different what if question. What if Captain Carter took her sword and her shield and her super soldier serum and fought the OG super soldier, Captain America? Who'd come out on top? Who would win? Well, let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Daniel, and this is DanCo. Thanks so much for watching the channel, and make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications for more videos like this one every week. Also, sign off in the comments for any future videos that you love to see. Now, let's get into the fight. Okay, and before we get into the video, just got one ground rule. And full transparency here, I've actually been going back and forth on whether or not to include this rule, but I think it makes for the most fun, the most interesting fight, so we're gonna roll with it. We're only using Captain America from the first movie, the first Avenger. Think of it this way. The whole point of this episode was to see what if Peggy got the serum. What would happen, right? Well, the whole point of this video is just to run with that idea. See if she actually made a better super soldier than Steve. And I think the most fair way to do that is to use both of them in World War II. But I'm talking too much. I'm getting too into the weeds here, and I can feel people clicking off. It's like my spider sense. I can feel when people are bored watching my videos, and it's always going off. It sucks. But let's get into it. So when Steve Rogers took the super soldier serum, he became, you guessed it, Captain America. And good Lord, did he get big. I forgot just how big he got. And Peggy agrees with me. And he just instantly put all those big muscles to good use, fighting the good fight and punching Hitler.
Yeah, I've knocked that 8 off Hitler over 200 times.
But when he got tired of being a dancing monkey and lifting those girls up on the motorcycle, well, he decided to take on Hydra. And man, that was definitely not a great day for Hydra, because he just started throwing them all around, just chucking them from one end of Europe to the other. And it's not like he's just super strong either. He can take a punch, even taking a punch from another super soldier. And man, is the guy fast. But here's the thing. Peggy got the same treatment. She got the same super soldier serum Steve did. And so she's gonna be his equal. At least his equal. Based on some of this stuff, might be better, might just be better. She pulled off Cap's move from Avengers and was just punching bags all over the place. She threw some weights around for good measure too. All while little Steve is standing there, barely able to walk. Good thing he's got a great personality, because he's just offering Peggy nothing else. And then she goes on to flip a truck over her head and square off against another one. Just stop it cold. She bashed up some motorcycles with her shield, flings them all around, and just generally manhandles or woman handles the whole thing. Remember, this is like her first outing. This is her first little bit of action. Oh, and do yourself a favor. Try not to talk down to her.
Allies must be desperate, sending in a fragile Fraulein to fight for them.
Fragile.
Doesn't seem to like that too much. And from there, well, things just get bigger and just get better. She's throwing motorcycles in the air and karate kicking them all over the place. Taking out airplanes, taking down tanks. And oh yeah, did I mention Peggy has no problem killing people? She'll kill a Nazi for sure. Like each and every punch or kick or shield strike she's dishing out. Pretty much all of them look like death blows. Like that would definitely kill ya. That would definitely kill me. So, dead, 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 dead. God, what is this show rated? She's just killing everybody up in here. Like, I really doubt Hydra kept on going after World War II in this universe, because I think Peggy just killed them all. And then, like Steve, Peggy didn't take a ton of damage, mostly because their shield blocks all of it. And don't worry, we'll talk about that in a second. But man, she is so much more fluid and acrobatic and just agile in everything she does. Like, this is probably the most agile thing Steve did. Compare that to this. Yeah, cue the montage. Yeah, I think it's safe to say she might be a bit faster, might be a bit more agile in the way she's moving, might be a better gymnast. Maybe not like Simone Biles great, but she's up there. And then both of them do have their shields. It's basically the exact same shield, just a different paint design. But dude, I think Captain Carter might be better here too. I think she might just use it better. Like Cap uses it in the typical way, blocking attacks, hitting people, and then he has mastered that ricochet. And Peggy uses it pretty much the same way, but everything about it just seems to be stronger, be faster, be packing more power, while at the same time a lot more fluid. And maybe that's because you're comparing animation versus live action. It's just easier to do stuff like that in animation. Or maybe it's because Peggy is stronger, Peggy is faster, Peggy is packing more power. Okay, so that's all that. And right now, it's definitely looking like it's swinging in Captain Carter's favor. But the best thing that Captain America has going for him is that, well, this isn't his first time squaring off against another super soldier. This isn't his first rodeo. He fought Red Skull, and even though it might not have been the same super serum, hence the red face, it's clear that Red Skull is still just as strong and just as powerful as he is. And while it's not necessarily like the prettiest fight, they were kind of all over the place, Cap was still the one left standing. But I mean, you can also definitely argue that Red Skull took himself out of the fight. Steve didn't actually beat him. And yeah, that's probably fair. But Peggy didn't fight a super soldier at all. Although there was that giant octopus kraken thing. And that thing killed her super soldier. That killed Red Skull with one good squeeze. Just pop, goodbye Red Skull. And then Peggy not only doesn't die when she's thrown around by it, but straight up beats the thing and overpowers it. Yeah, I'm gonna say beating the thing that killed Red Skull is probably more impressive than beating Red Skull himself, if you even want to argue that Steve beat Red Skull. So yeah, I mean, I think all this paints a pretty clear picture here. Just looking at the stuff they did in World War II. Captain Carter beats Captain America. Peggy beats Steve. Now, the bigger picture Captain America, the one where we're using all 15 hours of screen time for him, yeah, he'd probably still win. I think Peggy might be the strongest super soldier he's squared off against. But Steve's no longer squared off against just super soldiers. I mean, forget dudes like Iron Man or War Machine. He's confronted literal gods and homicidal robots and alien warlords now. And he hasn't just fought more powerful people, he's also fought against more skilled people and beat them. I mean, I've been arguing for years now that Steve is one of the best, most skilled fighters in the whole MCU. And yeah, I think that experience just puts him over the edge. Also, just his sheer will. But man, that would be a fun fight. But World War II Cap? Well, that's a different story. I think Captain Carter beats that guy. And I guess the final question is, God, how did Peggy get this powerful? How'd she get this strong? And I mean, I guess the non-fun answer is just because that's how powerful they wanted to make her when they made the show. But that's not satisfying. That's not fun. And so here's the best answer I've been able to come up with. Remember what Dr. Erskine told Steve before he was given the serum?
The serum amplifies everything that is inside. So good becomes great. Bad becomes worse. Because the strong man who has known power all his life may lose respect for that power. But a weak man knows the value of strength and knows compassion.
I think everything he said about Steve can also apply to Peggy, but like times 10. Because she didn't just sit there and let people tell her she was weak. No, she showed she was strong before she even took the serum. And yet she still had that respect for strength and compassion and understood it in ways that Steve never would and probably never could. And so if we're going to take what Erskine said as true, then it makes perfect sense why Peggy would be so strong. It makes perfect sense why Captain Carter is out there showing that she's like the ultimate super soldier. And it makes perfect sense why she's winning this fight. Captain Carter's coming out on top here. Captain Carter wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Who do you think wins this fight? I'm sure you're going to say Captain America. I might be in the minority here, but I'm sticking with it. I think Captain Carter's coming out on top. Anyways, would love to hear your thoughts. Sign off down below. Also, be sure, hit that like button, the subscribe button, and turn notifications on the DanCo army. And I'll see y'all next time.